We're in there. We're live again.
Woo!
Welcome back.
Hey!
So, since last we left off, really all that did happen was a battle with Frog. There was toxin darts that were being shot at you that they would, when they hit you, do 1 damage and then make you make a con save. If you failed the con save, you became poisoned. At the start of your turn, you took 46 poison damage, and it would continue to go until you got healed or cured of the poison. So
That's what this was, the frog.
Great.
But you're not currently frog.
That was a different thing. That would have turned you into a frog.
He got no frog and...
There was poison, and then there was also, like,
a disease.
plague.
There was poison and disease.
Yeah, when
One
we
killed you,
jokingly asked if
one
you wanted
turns
to
you to
become
frog.
on a frog, it turns out that was in fact...
By turn into frog, do you mean turn into one of them, like frog people, or turn into a frog like...
Like just a fucking loser?
Well, I
We're all dead now, I want to know.
Hey, okay.
Well,
if
hey.
anything in our Facebook chat has said frogs are not losers.
That's okay.
Okay? I need you to take that back.
I mean, these guys kick
yes,
our
you would have
ass
been.
pretty
You would have
Okay,
been one
no,
of
but like,
them.
would we turn into like a weenie frog?
No,
I
you
mean,
would have. You would have
Frogs are
been one of
beautiful in
them.
all sizes, okay?
So, you guys were still on your way through through Brooks on your way to Karasuthra. Yes.
Sorry, you're running around now. Go ahead.
Gotta do all of that still. On your way through, before you fought Frog, you fought Millionfang, who killed you? Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And Zadius woke back up, which is unsettling as it is, through no intervention from all of you, and is just fine. You have now traveled your way through most of Brux, and you're nearing the portal that will go back to Karasuthra, where you originally had started in the Beastlands, when you encountered Frog Ambush. You still have the star map of the Beastlands that is guiding you on your way, so that you can get to where Elysian's people at least were before the invasion, the steal, the however you want to say it, of Medvec Fox and his group. You're probably still about a couple miles away from the portal, but it's not that far of a walk. You will still make it within the same day, even though the day is like messing with you because the sun hasn't moved and neither has the moon. But you're almost there, and the fight is over, and you have your faculties about you. All of the creatures are sentient enough that you would need to deal with.
So yeah, I'm just gonna like go to where all the bodies are of the dead frogs and just kind of kneel down, and it would look like I'm praying, I guess, next to them.
What?
Does Daddy's become religious?
I don't think that's how you loot the bodies. You normally have to like reach into their pockets and take their stuff.
I'm not looting them right now.
You do notice that he's taking, as he goes to the different corpses, he takes their hand in his, and seems to kneel for a bit before moving on from there.
This new Zadius is...
I follow along behind Zadius and take all the stuff.
Are you
in my
praying
pockets.
too? Oh no, you're just fucking stealing.
Wait,
Um,
Zadius is leaving shit in their pockets? What the fuck is... This is not Zadius.
There, to be fair, is not much in the way of valuables. They have blowguns. That's pretty much it. They also have the
I think
darts,
that would stop him with
but the darts are not poisonous in and of themselves. The frogs instead are the poisoned ones. The only thing that is there that they did not use that you can find is a tooth that has been carved into a dagger. That one of the frog that continuously got stunned in the battle had.
A tooth, you say?
A tooth, yeah, a tooth that is. It's like a pretty long fang. Looks like a saber tooth almost, but it's been whittled down into a very, rather than being the whole girth of the tooth, it was whittled down into like a flat plane. You can still tell it was some sort of like like a wolf or a cat-like fang that it had. That would be the only item of consequence amongst them. If you want a bunch of blowguns, you can have them, I guess.
Many blowguns.
Can I
Sure.
collect some frog poison?
You could try.
I'm gonna try.
We're going to just also just like kind of chill here for a little bit, catch our breath.
I collect frog poison with 1 HP.
Well, no, go for it, buddy.
I mean, if you ask, I will.
That's on brand. Come on.
But yeah.
Do I need to roll anything?
Yeah.
What do I need to roll? What am I adding? I'm just
So
rolling a d20.
I will say the small frogs, when hit in melee range, did poison damage
Oh, yeah.
around them.
to the person who hit them.
Oh, hit the 2. Can you collect some frog poison for me? I hold out a vial.
Sure.
Sweet, thanks, buddy.
I pull out my herbalism kit.
I gave you a vial.
Can I check out
Well,
this?
there's more to it
Who
than
has the
just a
tooth
vial, you
dagger?
The one that casts fireball has the tooth.
Can I check that out?
Yeah.
Mage.
Yeah, he was made.
Yeah.
He cast
There's a
cast
reason
cloud
you used
kill.
all your fireball slots.
He cast cloud kill and
Oh,
fireball.
I got jealous of his fireball, and I was like, "Fuck you!"
Yeah, pretty much.
So he does
all
have a tooth. There is a bit of a binding at the bottom of it that's like leather strapped. It's really dried leather. The make of it's not that impressive, but it is like quite razor sharp. As you're going to collect poison from these frogs, I guess what's the under-over on you go to one of the bodies that Zadius has already been to?
I go to the one you started with.
Okay. So and then there's not really an alchemy check, so to speak. I guess if you would like nature, if you have an alchemy proficiency or anything like that you want to use instead that I don't know about in the sub bar down at the bottom. But if not, it would probably just be a nature check. Remember that nature checks are different in the Beastlands. I will pull up the rules for...
I gave the vial to the 2.
Yeah, I was gonna do it for him.
Oh,
Because you said that
I did not say it previously, but nature should also be changed. So perception, survival, animal handling, and nature checks are all doubled or halved based on whether or not you're proficient.
Okay, so I have survival and an herbalism kit. Would that be
So, I don't think survival in this regard would work because I think survival would be whether or not you can eat it, and you know definitively that you cannot. And then nature is like, where can I extract this, like, the glands, the poisonous glands, or whatever, right? That make this damage happen.
so if I'm not proficient, I have minus 4.
The way I have it written, perception, survival, nature, and animal handling have either double or half based on whether or not the user is proficient. So if you have,
So if I'm not proficient,
you have it.
I have.
you have whatever your roll would be, or whatever your bonus would be.
So if my bonus would normally be 0, I have 0.
Hold on. Is it time for Farmer Dan to do an intelligence-based check?
I'm ready.
A broken clock is right twice a day. Let's fucking
I have
do
plus
it.
6.
If
Let's
you-
fucking go, boys.
We'll go this way with it. I think we have been doing, if you're proficient, you gain the proficiency again. If you're not proficient, you lose the proficient.
Okay,
Like
yeah.
you lose your proficiency bonus
Got it.
instead.
So I'll be negative 4.
And a plus 6.
12.
12. You do take 5 points of poison damage.
I
Sure. Forgot.
Oh yeah, never mind. I was gonna say.
As you're
No, I don't.
extracting it, but you do get a small vial of this poison.
Here you go.
The poison is not as potent now as it was when you were being shot with it. It will do 3d6 damage, but it only does it once.
Cool.
It'll be a dex save, DC 12. You also can make an investigation check if you'd like to on this body. And then I will also double and say that the dagger is not typical. It's not just natural. There is some embellishment to it that you see that does have some arcane calligraphy on it.
Would you say 3d4, 3d6?
3d6.
3d6, DC 12, dex save.
Mm-hmm.
And how many darts did they have?
As many as you want. I mean, they're 1 damage a pop.
Some
They're
boots,
not.
all
They don't
darts.
have poison on them.
They're not regular darts like 1d4. Like okay.
No, they are blowgun darts. They're like this big, and like they're like baby needles.
But if I
basically.
dipped it in the poison,
it would deal.
would I get the whole?
I would
Exact
say
case.
it does 1 damage, and then if they fail a con save instead, it would do
Do your
a
d6.
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 Yeah.
Okay.
I need to see if it blows.
Yeah, because that's what I think it was, right?
It was 4d6 if you failed,
Isn't it?
but they were shooting and it's their poison, and it says on.
No.
on-
I mean, I thought you would get hit with one point of damage, and then if you failed, then you got to roll damage for the
Correct.
thing, and then you
Correct.
got to roll poison, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yep. Yep, exactly correct. And I think it was at the start of your turn. I don't even think it hit you and then do poison damage, but I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't.
But yeah, the important part
I think
is,
that's right then.
I mean, one of the things in the Beast Lens is that I also have that poison and acid damage is halved to creatures that have those traits and doubled amongst people that have that. Like,
Double.
if you have it and do it, it's doubled if you're a beast.
Can someone
So they were really slamming it up.
run some magic over this dagger to see
Did
stuff about it?
did
I'm going
either of
to
you when
run
you
magic over the dagger?
did either of you while you were going through the frog roll me an investigation check? If not, please do.
I was not.
Sure. Yes, me. Investigation. My first roll in like literally a month and a half. I'm excited.
Blowguns are
That is a 17.
17. Okay. What you do notice is that there is a newly formed, still hot. There's text in a language you don't speak that spirals around in a circle on the hand of the frog. And you do see it was on the left hand, and
I looked at his hand.
Mhm.
I
And
didn't comprehend language.
it is reminiscent of, it looks the exact same as the brand that's on him. This is newly minted on this frog, and it is still like piping hot. Even though he had left the body probably like a full minute and a half ago.
I think this fork is about to wake up.
Why?
I don't know. Maybe Zaddy's did something to it.
Zadius, did you do something to it?
Mirror.
He's on the way to the next body. He's
I-
not done.
Really?
He stopped by and he dropped off a dagger for somebody to take a look at magically, and then he continued on his way to. There were several frogs that you guys fought, and he has to visit each one.
I'm gonna run over to Zadius and just watch him pray over this frog.
Sure. So you see a very similar process. He goes over to the body, takes a knee, picks up the same hand again, cups it in his own. He says nothing. He does nothing. He puts it down. The only thing, if you would like a perception check for me, please.
I rolled a 17 sleight of hand if that matters to you.
5.
So, what you notice is that he there's full sentience there. He like looks at you as you're coming, and then drops the hand and goes on to the next body. Knows what he's doing. Doesn't seem bothered. Doesn't seem like frightened. And as you watch him drop the hand, you immediately notice that there's the same spiral imprint from that, like the same position on his hand as it is this one's. And he's on his way to, like, the 5th of 8 frogs.
And how many patri hit frogo?
I think I would just be following along behind Zadius and hitting every one of these frogs after he's praying on it, smashing its head into a pulp. So they can't, like,
Oh my god.
No.
Can
I
I
mean-
tell if it says the same thing?
Can your paladins
Like, is
It
it
looks
clear?
very similar.
Frogs are
It's not that
desecrated.
clear because you don't speak the language. So in the same
yes,
way that,
I
like,
can. I'm gonna use my divine sense. Are these frogs desecrated?
I wasn't gonna do that. I was
Technically not.
Are they desecrated after I mass their heads into them?
No, they're concentrated.
physically desecrated, spiritually. So this is an oddity. What I will say is you don't get consecrated or desecrated. It is also not normal. It is somewhere between. There is a different. There's a different form of divinity here on these beings that you can't tell what it is or why. It almost feels like where there should be either the holy or the unholy or normal life, there's none of it.
I didn't know that frogs operate on a fourth axis.
I'm gonna cast Comfort Languages.
Okay. It does say the exact
'Cause
same
it's
print.
like
I forgot
things are
what
either
the.
like
Let me see if I still
normal-
See, I was
They're
gonna ask
unholy
you what
or
it said
holy.
because I
And
don't
there's
think my
frogs,
Google Doc
apparently.
saved from the last time, and
'Cause
IT fucked with our
Is
iPads. So.
that all the frogs?
think
or
I
just,
think I
or
messaged
just
it to
Zadius'
you.
frogs?
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now.
is there a frog that Zadius has not gotten to yet?
Yeah, I'm only on probably
Yeah.
like 6 of 8.
Okay.
It does take like 10 to 15 seconds per frog.
Okay.
And he's not doing. He's pretty chill about going around and doing it.
So I guess can I do a vibe check on my divine sense on a frog that he has not touched?
Sure, it is normal. It is not
Like,
consecrated.
I
It is
say
not
it,
desecrated.
you say it,
Okay, it's not
Go.
frogs. It's Zadius.
It's Zadius. Oh, good.
What?
I know that I
Zadius, are
had
you
said it
not a
previously.
god?
I am not a god.
I know that I had said it
20
previously.
questions. Do you have yellow hair?
Zadius, what are you doing?
I'm just.
You're doing something really spooky, dude.
I'm praying to my god.
Who's your god?
You don't have a god.
The god that brought me back to life.
Who was that?
We didn't actually like exchange names. It wasn't that.
What happened?
What
Like,
the
did you
fuck?
like
Kind
see
of
a light?
conversation.
Did they approach you in the
It
darkness?
was just
Did you-
like what people say. It was just like amorphous, powerful being, and it was like, come back to life.
Did it offer you anything in return, or did you have to
Life
exchange anything?
Ish.
Ish, yeah.
Ish.
Yeah, we noticed.
Life-ish.
I mean, I guess yeah, you're dead.
Yeah. Well,
You're not alive.
but I'm not dead either.
You're pretty dead.
The loose translation to the I know that I said it before, and I'm mad that I didn't write it down. But
Yeah, it's not in mine. I didn't.
I didn't write it down in my notes or the messages. It said something to the effect of
It was like repeating.
it does repeat, and it like becomes essentially smaller and smaller text as it descends into the middle of the hand, and it essentially says. The damaged won't be claimed. Where will you go now? Or something to that effect. The souls of the damned won't be claimed. Who will come for you now? Something to that effect. And like, there's probably not a direct translation anyway. So the fact that I can't remember is pretty okay. But loosely, you can definitely ascertain that in some way these beings are being branded by something otherworldly.
Souls of the damned will be claimed. Where will you go now? That says to me that these frogs are going somewhere else. They are not going into the afterlife, or they're not respawning here.
That's right, everything's explained.
Zadius spawn camping.
I'm camping. I'm camping the low levels.
No, it's that one. It's Sand Trap off of Modern Warfare 2, and you're in the little bunker thing on the sidecar with the chopper gunner. Fuck yeah, bro.
Nuketown,
That's you.
bro.
You're the problem.
The interesting thing is that there was prior to you guys doing this bit of investigating, around Zadius and what he's been doing. As he comes and the frog you checked out that did not have a mark yet, as he comes over to that frog and he begins the process, the sword speaks just 2 words and says, "I remember," and trails off, lost in thought, and you do hear it too.
Fuck. I mean, I have no idea that you heard it. So.
Nobody knows that he had heard it. You don't even know that he had heard it.
I think
And
I'll
that's
like.
a new voice in your head that you've never heard.
No, it's
Do
like,
I hear
you
like
handle it.
like if someone were speaking, like I could
Yeah.
tell where it came
It sounds
from?
almost like a whisper from the sword to you.
So I could tell where it came from.
Loosely.
Yeah, like that direction.
Yeah.
So I like when it says something, I would be like,
Wait a minute.
"Did you say something?"
Wait, did you? Did you hear that?
I heard something.
Did you guys hear that? Felix, you
I
hear
didn't hear
literally
anything.
everything
I
right now.
can hear everything. Yeah, I was gonna say you're
Forgot
getting more
about that.
specific.
I forgot about that.
Felix
you
can
can fucking
hear
hear
time.
fly wings. Oh, that's funny.
You can taste the world.
Yeah.
You can hear tastes. You can fucking taste the sound.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Felix is fucked.
That's-
Oh, yeah.
Wait, hold on. You ever heard that before?
What?
Awesome.
What? Which
I
thing
guess
did they hear?
maybe we
I
work for the same guy,
Oh no.
brother.
Guys,
Oh.
I think the sword might be cursed.
I mean,
That
that's a bit of a
ends
non
chapter
sequitur.
1. As Farmer Dan finally figures out. That's like roll credits, season 2.
We're on at least season. This is season 3. That was the end of season 2.
Oh boy.
Did you
I
say?
don't-
Did
so-
Farmer Dan say that out loud?
Yeah.
I will drop whatever the fuck I'm doing. You think? You think the sword might be cursed?
I think so.
I want you to just elaborate on that. Pick that apart for me.
So, it's like, yeah, the sword talks, obviously, as swords do.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. The swords talk.
Yeah, but it was talking to me as like, and just said,
So, how
I
long has
remember.
the sword talked to you? Since you got it?
yeah,
And now the sword just said something.
yeah,
What was different about it this time?
that he heard it.
He heard it too. You heard the sword talk this time?
I guess must be like divine or something.
Don't think that's the right word.
Yeah,
I'm
could
gonna
be.
have to check your
I
grammar.
mean, what
on
would
that
you
one.
call something that a god also maybe had something to do with? Maybe it's just because I'm like come back from the
But I
come
don't
back
know.
alive.
Hold on. The
Could be a lot of
sword's
different
cursed.
explanations.
So the sword is
Hold
cursed.
on. No, it's
hold
cursed.
on,
Do
hold
you
on,
have an
hold on,
insatiable hunger to kill dragons?
No.
Is Zadius a dragon?
I don't know where's your
Ask
dragon
the sword.
finger.
Ask the sword.
I don't know. It's muddying the waters.
No. I don't think
I
you
don't
know
think
what
I'm a
that
dragon.
means. That's my favorite comeback line. I don't think you know what that means.
Quick question.
Can you
I know
talk
we
to the
talked
sword
about
now?
it before, but the sword of Onyx was originally, like, its original wielder was somebody who was working for Orintheus. Is that right?
Yeah.
Or was it Orintheus himself?
Other way. So he was the. Oh no, you're right. Sorry. Yes, he was the original like right hand of. Essentially, the original Taluk was Orintheus, basically, and the lore goes that as a punishment for this mortal siding with this false god, the canonical 12 said that you will be instead in a life of servitude to prevent Orintheus from ever coming around.
Okay.
And by life of servitude, they meant you're a sword that will kill whatever prophet that man sent, that the cosmic dragon sends.
Got it. So the soul that's in the sword itself, that's speaking of Farmer Dan, has this guy's soul in it. I can't remember what his name was.
I think it's like Veyron or something. I did write that one down.
And he was working for Orinthius, and then because he was working for Orinthius, the gods punished him and said, "You are now going to be working against Orinthius for the rest of your entire existence."
Correct.
Cool. Not really. So now 2 people can hear the sword. How do you talk to the sword a lot?
I mean,
Does the
how often
sword,
does anybody talk to anybody?
does the sword have
We
feelings?
talk to each other all
Yes,
the
a
time.
lot of feelings. Everybody, it has very big feelings.
Got it.
Can't wait to get to know it.
I mean, he's been kind of
That's a different dragon.
quiet lately. So like, the fact that he also talked to you, it's like maybe he's opening up.
Yeah. Maybe it's just like, hey, let's be friends now.
I don't know, but like
Maybe
the
it's
fact
cool.
that it is right after you're kind of operating on the fourth plane.
Near-death experience.
No, you're dead.
No, you're dead.
The near-death experience is what I have all the time.
Those are
Those are just
concussions.
concussions.
That's different.
I'm looking for the. I found it.
I think everything's going great.
Vanoa.
Vanilla.
Yeah.
And we found out about all of this information through various means, the books in the library, some of Farmer Dan's own history,
Mm-hmm.
all
Correct.
that kind of stuff. I knew we had found out what the deal was, but I couldn't find it in my notes, and I couldn't. It wasn't on my page about dragons, which is surprising.
Crap.
Oh, I had it in a more organized location than I was. I literally had it put in the right spot. I just looked in the actual session where I said it instead of the notes where I have all of the Blade of Anax.
Are we taking a short rest?
You can take a short rest. Long rest not allowed.
Okay.
Uh,
So Zaddy's gonna need you to finish your sentence. I want to kill.
Stuff that wants to kill me.
Everybody gets 14 temporary hit points. Stuff that wants to kill you.
What if
That-
I wanted to kill you? Would you kill me?
I mean, probably.
That's fair.
That's fair.
I mean,
Wait, those are very sexy rolls. Here you go.
I'm also rolling pretty good for these fucking. You know what?
can you ask the sword a question for me?
I mean, I can try.
Fuck.
I got it's plus 3. That's 20.
Can you ask if its name is Vanilla?
what the fuck just happened?
I will allow you to make an intelligence check really quick, Farmadan.
You
This
know
is
I'm down for
literally
intelligence
memory.
check.
So it's memory recall more than anything, because
Roll the die. That's
you were told this on session 44, which in game time, not that long ago. It's only been 20 sessions. So like maybe like 2 weeks ago, tops. The sword told you.
I mean, no, that was like an important thing.
It also was. So I will give you advantage.
So that'll give me
Like, I feel like I just remember a name, but
Okay.
Did you remember the name?
14.
14 does pass.
Yeah, it is. What
And
is the sword talking to you?
No, but like I
Four
thought
of these
maybe if
bad boys,
Zadius can
yeah.
talk to his thing, whatever it is that brought him back, you could ask,
get those back.
is your name Vanilla? And then we
I don't
would
think
know.
we're like a talking type of god subordinate type of thing.
I'll also say really quickly that with that roll, you can remember all of the conversation if you'd like to. So you were told, it was said, my name is Vanilla.
Mm-hmm.
I know you're Dan. I miss Onyx, the great warrior who wielded me to fight the Titan. that doesn't line up with the other lore that you had received. That there was some titan that some great warrior was fighting against. There was a different story told about that blade, which was the gods cursed this person for transgressing.
Yeah, it's like the god, or the sword. Apparently, some dude named Onyx used to.
Can I try to
Sword.
telepathically talk to the sword?
Sure.
Because I'm telepathic. And just like, hey, sword, are you connected to the god? All right.
There is no god here.
All right.
The sword responded?
It did, and you both heard.
Well, I mean, I'm working with
Farmer Dan's
somebody
got
that brought me back to
1,000
life. I
like
mean,
more so than
pretty.
usual.
I'd say that's pretty godlike.
We're in like D&D's version of Vietnam.
We really are.
We're all a little fucked up. Where's my Levi 501 and my M16? Just leave me alone.
This time there's-
Bullshit's done!
This time there's a long enough pause that you're confident it's not going to respond. You're also very confused as to what the fuck that means, because you only
Yeah.
had half of that conversation.
I just heard.
There are no gods
There are
here.
no god.
Or there is no god here.
What the? What do you mean there is no god here?
Does anybody else want?
I say telepathically to the
Not
sword.
right now.
The only reason you can do that is because you're attuned to it.
You might have to get
But
creative,
you also
don't
still
fit.
no response.
Did you just ask my sword a question?
Maybe.
Because I heard the answer.
Okay. Yeah, that was a weird answer.
Are we in the nighttime level?
Yeah.
No, you're in the there.
Like the
It is
eternal
eternally
noon?
midday.
Let's not tell.
No,
me.
no,
It'll
midday
trouble
as
us too
in-
much.
Sorry, it's
What'll trouble me too
dusk, not noon, not twilight.
Or
Dusk.
eternal dusk.
Yeah. So sun and moon both showing.
Got it.
Do you want to tell him?
Tell me what?
No, we don't need to tell him.
Mm-mm.
Tell me what?
It'll only trouble you.
I'm so troubled already.
What's one
You-
more thing to the pile?
I would say you can make an insight check, but you're already vehemently suspicious.
Yeah.
So, I don't think it's possible to glean very much past the fact that there's something happened for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. Dan. Farmer Dan. My buddy. The fuck is going on?
So, supposedly, while we're here, there are no gods. We're in a godless hellscape, which means there are no rules. We are the gods.
That's not what that means.
I think that's what that means.
I like what that means.
It
Don't
might
let
mean
him run away with it. Don't let him run away with it.
And so,
It might mean that.
there
It
is
does
a
not
power
mean that.
vacuum.
I would.
Somebody must feel the vacuum.
I think the giant.
Why
fucked
shouldn't
up
it be us?
Orangutan is higher up on the list than us, buddy.
That might be true, but
Doesn't have to be.
Where is giant knuckle
I
dragon?
guess I never really considered.
Where's he gone?
that
off
whatever
to?
the most powerful being is
No,
quote unquote
absolutely,
gods.
absolutely fucking not that. That's insane. That's the gods that made home are back at home. I guess that makes sense. I guess.
Yeah, but it's like you'd think something made here.
I mean, one of them brought me back to life here, so I mean, obviously, there's at least one guy.
No,
That's not-
there are no gods.
What do Elysian's shackles look like right now?
Ooh, good one.
Ooh.
Fuck! I just sorry, I didn't mean to change the subject, but like we're in
I didn't
eternal
even think
dusk.
about
I like
that,
it.
how- what
You're
happens
not.
in this.
You're still
You just said
in.
eternal dusk.
No, Twilight is where it's all dark.
Yeah.
You're not in Twilight. You're in dusk.
That's what you
what
just
he said.
You just said eternal dusk.
Right. So
Which
sorry
is-
if I'm using if I'm using the word dusk wrong. My bad.
No, you're
I
fine.
mean to say there is sun and moon both present now. Is that not dusk? Twilight is when it's dark outside. There's stars in the sky. No.
I think so.
Yeah. That is also what he is saying.
Right. Not different here.
In these situations, I always think that I am wrong. So
I
I'm
don't know.
probably wrong.
I
You
don't
said
know.
the word dusk,
no.
and he said no, it's dusk. That's what I heard.
That's-
Yeah, so you definitely asked if he was dusk, and he said
I was
no.
answering.
It's
I was
dusk.
Okay.
answering the question of do they look different,
Time out.
and I said no. It's dusk. To
3
the,
layers
Mhm.
of.
There's
the
always
wild
sun,
gathering.
always both, and always night. You're on always both.
Okay, cool.
And the shackles don't look any different.
What color
Because
was
we're on always both. Which is
Correct.
what we
You've
said.
also been to Karasuthra, where the shackles did not look different. The only difference in Elysian that you were able to spot at that time was that she was stargazing significantly more than she had in previous.
And Karasuthra is always dusk. Or sorry, always twilight.
Yeah, it's always
No,
dark.
No, just
It's
say
always
always
night.
dark. Always
Yeah.
dark.
Night.
Nighttime.
Night.
Not use twilight or dusk. Let's just say night, day, both. Just fucking.
Alright.
Okay.
Or you can use their names.
Not my
We're not
forte.
that close.
Back to my beach.
We're not on a first name basis.
So if the gods aren't here,
Yeah. Which means,
who brought
Zaddies, what the
back to
fuck
life?
brought you back?
I mean, to me, it was a god. What else would you call an otherworldly being powerful enough to bring me back to
I
life?
could bring somebody back to life.
I mean, I was gonna say he can.
Yeah,
bring
but you
back to
weren't
life.
like.
He's not from this world either.
Yeah. Atosh
Oh,
is a
fuck,
god.
hey.
Atosh is the most god apparently.
Question.
I'd call him
Okay, thank you.
Atosh.
I know. I'm aware. I'm aware. I'm from the sky.
Fancy bitch.
If my magic is working here, does that mean the Vidalcan have been at work here? Because my my magic is not arcane. I'm casting by proxy.
So, no. What happened was your people stole the ability to tap into the weave.
Yeah.
You now have that ability innately to yourself. You should not have been able to get that. You were a mundane person that can now do magic instead, where you shouldn't have been able to had you not stolen it.
Got it.
And once it is stolen and it... There's one less wizard somewhere on the normal planet because one more wizard was Atosh. And then for every magical person you've met in your system, all of those people would be mundane, if not for the stolen magic.
Okay. Sorry, whoever I stole it from, but I think I'm doing it cooler. Keep it a buck.
Just assume it was a magical baby that hadn't realized it was magic yet.
Yeah. Fuck 'em.
The super weird feedback loop is that your brother was magical and is no longer magical.
You stole your brother's magic.
And
Probably.
no, he was magical before that. But hilariously, some other Vidalcan is now magical because your brother's not.
Let's find that one. Could steal it back. I'm gonna
Do
steal.
you have like IP addresses? Where you
The
trace
moon.
back where the packets went?
Okay, so my idea is like, if we're not, I don't know, this is maybe just me being lost as well. Like, what's our goal here?
To find her people.
Yeah,
And so I think we need to go somehow. We need to get back to the nighttime.
It's like,
Even though there's
so-
probably very spooky
So
things
you
there.
guys were so you were told after you went back and delivered the body of Million Fang that Karasuthra is the most dangerous of these 3 planes. That the most hazardous creatures live there, and that's where prey goes. And you were warned against it, but you've been warned against basically everything since you guys got together. So take it for what it is. But yeah, the lizard people had told you that Karasuthra is where her people are from, and you guys have the map of the Beastlands that you were told to go where the stars are not on the map, because that's where her people were before.
Go on the map. We need to get back to Karasuthra.
You do have the dagger. If you would like to identify it, you can during the short rest.
The dagger that Toads had.
Mm-hmm.
I'll identify it.
Frog dagger.
Frog dagger. I'm ready to type frog dagger in my notes.
Sure. So, it is a dagger that only hits and only crits on a 18, 19, and 20. It cannot hit on any other roll. It always crits on those three numbers.
So it's either a crit or nothing.
Correct.
Wow. What's the damage?
It is 2d4 before the doubling of the crit. So technically it's a 4d4. But you will hit exactly 15% of the time because math.
So to pick up elven accuracy.
Was that already an item? What I just was...
I've never heard of it.
Oh, okay.
No.
I made
Not
it
since-
up, so I
not
was like,
since-
shit!
On
I thought I was...
18,
18, 19, 20?
Correct.
Yeah.
On
50%.
you really, I'll allow you to pick the three numbers that you will crit on, if you would like. You know what I mean? It crits on three numbers of your d20 when you attack with it.
Sweet.
But
I
every
have to
other
attune to
number,
it?
it does require two.
Damn it.
Every other number will miss.
I wanted to be the weird guy with dagger that sometimes does something. I got oh. Hey, 44.
Only because it does do it. It is a unique dagger for sure, and it'd be hilarious to give it to a fighter that crits on an extra thing because they don't get an extra for that specific item. It doesn't help.
Yeah.
you still have a 15% chance exactly to crit on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, 2d4 before the double, so it does 4d4 damage, but
What's it called?
Frog dagger.
it is called Borthak's Fang.
Does anybody want to use it?
You can hold on to it if you want to.
I already have
Put
a
it in the
plus
bag.
11. The odds
Shove
of
it
me
on the
getting
back,
anything
see what
under
happens.
20 aren't great.
You can just like tie it on.
I toyed with the idea of, and if you'd rather this, I also had the idea that it cannot crit, and you're allowed to make 3 attacks with it. You can't add on additional shit, so you can't like smite on it. You can't smite or like add additional effects to it. But you'd make 3 attacks rather than 1 per attack you'd get, and it's a D4. And you only add the bonus once. The like your dexterity or strength, whichever you're using, you only get to add that once.
Okay.
And with that, if we would like to, I will say, if you'd like, it can be either way. It could be only crits or never crits, with 3 attacks rather than 1, or 1 attack rather than 3. And for the 3 attack one, if you attack and hit all 3 of the attacks, only one of them has your dexterity or strength.
Okay. So we got
So
cool. frog
realistically, if you hit all 3, it's an average of 7.5, right? And then plus your dex, so would be in theory better, but it can never crit, so you can't. If you sneak attack and get a 20, oh well.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was thinking about it because it is technically a monk weapon. It wouldn't be D4s
So
anymore.
you can stun the normal number of attacks you have, not the surplus number of attacks you have. So
Yeah, I was-
with this dagger, you would attack 6 times because
But-
you have 2 attacks.
Yeah.
But
But I'd only
you-
be able to do 2 stuns.
But
I'd
you
get
can
dex
still only do
bonus
2.
twice.
Yeah, exactly. You can still only do, and you can still bonus action attack as normal.
There.
But it would be monk weapon dice instead of D4.
And I will also say you choose the day you get it, which way it goes. So you can't, in the same combat, switch it back and forth.
I think my other attunement stuff is better. Yeah, I'm attuned out right now, but otherwise, I might have used that instead of bashing. So I had the visor of See the Universe.
Can't give up seeing the universe.
No.
The
Can
visor
your
of
visor not
Enhance.
see who Zadius's fucking patron is?
It gives me true form, where I can see like anything's true form. I can see
He's
that.
right there.
That's a fucking.
Yo,
do that
do
right
that on
now.
Zadius.
That's just constant. It's like an aura that's on the item.
Do you like see like a demon hovering above him or some bullshit?
Let me read what the text says because I don't know if it was.
He's
on
got
the
a
thing.
second set of horns now.
Ugh. Guys, blowing this way out of proportion.
You're talked to a sword now.
I mean,
I didn't think that was contagious.
what if you die and come back to life, and then you can talk to the sword?
I talked to you about it. I talked to the group about
Well, I
it.
mean, we did talk to you about it. It's never happened before until we talked about it.
You did not talk about it. You just woke up in the hole in the ground, and you were like, you just activated, and we're all like, "Whoa, bro!"
Well,
And,
I thought you were talking about the sword.
hold
I
on.
would have talked about it and be like, "Hey guys, I met somebody in my sleep, and that's why I'm back to life." I would have started with that because these are my friends.
I mean, I don't really know all the stuff that happened.
What? Hey, sometimes you wake up from a rough night's sleep and you just don't have anything to say. And I'd imagine dying is like the worst night's sleep.
So it says can automatically detect illusions and succeed on saving throws against them, and can see an aura around a creature not in its true form. So I don't know if this would count as a creature not in its
So-
true form or not, or if it
So,
would tell me anything.
No for Zadius. What I will say though is that you, at the bodies that you were going and smashing,
Mhm.
before you smashed them, they looked they looked there was some aura about them that looked shattered.
Okay.
Does that mean he sees an aura around the sword?
No. Same thing for doesn't see an aura around Zadius in any way.
See? Just me.
So Zadius is pretty much the sword.
I'm way cooler than the sword.
I know the sword's pretty fucking cool.
That's how cool I am.
Can you make your whole arm purple?
I mean, I came back to life. The sword's a fucking sword.
I mean, but did you?
I can walk around.
But did you?
It's like, did you really come back to life?
Hey, I'm standing right here.
Yeah, but like, skeletons do that.
Yeah, but they can't like talk and have conversations.
They kind of can.
Sure they can.
I don't think they can. Not undead brought back to life like that.
Yeah, sure they
Undead,
do.
like an undead zombie isn't gonna be like, "Hey Steve, let's eat brains."
I mean, you're
We
talking
fought.
right now.
Yeah, and I'm
zombie.
not. That's exactly my point. And I haven't tried to eat any of your brains.
Are you fluent
That
in
we know
zombie?
of.
I don't know. I don't think so. This whole bringing back from the dead via God thing, I'm still learning too, guys. It's been
Not
like
God.
a day. Give me some time.
Okay.
This is one of those things we just kind of got put on the back burner until we can figure out what's going on, and we're not in the middle of the jungle land hellscape.
Yeah, it's like all this place has really done is like fuck us up physically and mentally.
Like maybe
Yeah.
when we get to a place with books where people can like read them and find out about stuff.
Or normal
Or,
animals.
or just like a place that's not this fucked up.
I'm not hungry all the time.
We can go to that basement again.
Ah, that's
that seemed
Can I
alright.
push Thaddeus just like as hard as I can?
Yeah. Make
Push.
it make it
Yeah, I just want to shove him over.
shove him. Make it shove.
Shove
That's,
me!
That's an attack.
before you shove it.
That's a 21 for a shove.
Oh man, she means
So-
it.
It's like
Slaps on
shoving
your
my
I
foot.
ass.
don't know the shove rules. I assume you're pushed.
Yeah, I'm definitely shoved.
Then we go to the basement.
I know that is
Just run up, fucking shove you as hard as I can on the ground, and just glare down.
you kind of sail for a hot minute.
Yeah.
You really don't want to talk about that. I
Yeah,
say
that
as I
strength
step away
difference
from
is
you.
probably quite
Yeah.
a lot.
You were Ocho. He was Ray Lewis.
Yes.
I'm like 30
Yes,
feet
I
away
just got
from
Ray
you.
Lewis.
I'm like 30 feet away, and I say,
Yeah.
you know, you're gonna have to talk about that at some point. Maybe not now, but we're gonna have to unpack that.
This place is not the place to
It's
unpack.
not.
Like,
I'm
we're
looking-
trying to unpack things, and we're all just kind of going batshit.
I reach into my
I'm just over here
arcane
like, I'm
knowledge.
used to it.
If I cast using the necklace of planar teleportation, the amulet of the planes,
Mhm.
can I use that on the same plane to try and land in another part of the plane I'm already
No.
in?
But
Dang
you
it.
can go from. You
I
can
go
just.
boop.
We could
Yeah.
run back and try to land
But-
more better.
Hey, anybody want to go to like limbo or some bullshit?
That's your go.
Let's go somewhere chill.
Of all the places we could have chose there.
Um,
You
Go
could have
limbo.
chose like the land of
You-
cheeseburgers.
Let's go to Sigil.
I will say though, with that, you don't pick where you go fucking at all. You just kind of show up in the plane.
Unless I know where I'm going in the plane.
I believe so.
It's like if I've been there, I can kind of pick where I'm going. If I haven't been to that plane, it's just like a wash.
Like it can still get us home, right? That's how. That's
Yes,
the
I
way
can
we.
still get you
okay,
home.
okay. And then when you try to go
I
back,
hope
you can
so,
go
that's what we
anywhere.
bought it for.
Like that-
Yeah, I
that
know.
is-
I was like, wait, that's why we got it, right? Okay. Cool, dude.
We already know.
You have to name a location you're familiar with
Yeah, on another plane.
on another plane.
So I could technically say like, hey, that one tree that before we ducked under that one
What if
tree
he
in
said
the
the-
dark spot.
Because we know the name of that land now,
Good.
right? Is whatever.
Oh, you're
We
saying
also have a
Carousel.
map.
Bears next to the river.
yeah.
So you are following a map, and you
Yeah.
are very near the portal that goes to Carousel.
We have a map that
Oh,
tells
okay.
us where we're supposed to go. We just
Okay,
have to keep
okay,
going.
yeah, that's
We're not lost.
But we
I mean,
could have.
you
Like if
definitely
we got
were.
home,
We were.
I
Absolutely.
mean,
and we needed to come back,
I still wouldn't call
Yeah.
us not.
Yeah.
would that? If we hadn't been there for whatever, like let's say we went
We
back
might know
right
where we're
now
going, but
to
we're definitely
our
lost.
plane.
So if you
if
left,
we said like Karasethra, we could travel to that plane now.
yes,
Okay.
yeah, I would allow
That's
that
good
for
to
sure.
Oh, so I can say Karasethra, but I can't
There's
do it
still-
here. I can't do it
We
here.
have to go back.
Right.
Correct, because it
Let's go
says
back
on another
first.
plane
But-
specifically.
But
Okay.
also
We're like right next to it.
we're right next to the door.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Let's
I was just
go
saying,
to the
like,
door.
if
Do
we-
we actually know where the door to the
Yes,
lower part? Oh, see,
yeah.
I thought we were searching for the door. I'm like, y'all, why don't we just do this? Let's hop out, take a breather, hop back when we're breathed up. You know what I mean? But if the
We could
door's
do
right
that.
there,
I'm just like the thing is, we go back. It's gonna be real hard to convince myself to come back here again.
I wouldn't need to convince you. I'd just fucking take you.
I'm faster than you.
I have magic.
It's bullshit.
Yeah, it is. But you know what I say? I
specifically
say the
have,
same
like-
thing about you when you're right in my face with a sword. I'm like, that's bullshit.
You have like magical transportation, like multiple spells that do that on top of it.
But you know what beats it every
Plane,
time?
plane shift.
Steel in the face.
Plane
yeah.
shift does say willing creature. Technically, can't
Then
suck
make-
him. Can't
You and
technically.
each creature.
Mm-hmm. And then read plane shift.
Oh, plane shift. It kiss plane shift spell.
Correct.
Verify it's you? It's fucking me. 8 willing creatures.
Your iPad thinks you stole it.
Sorry. Not to burst that bubble,
I
but
don't
you
think I'm supposed to have this anymore. I
Oh,
really don't.
well,
Oh, the
they haven't taken it from you yet.
Still logs in. So
Oopsie.
still gonna use it. Cool. Well then let's go to the door. So we can find the stars not on the map and let Elysian stargaze and we can just like follow her around. I just need you to guide yourself where your heart goes. Yeah, just train spotty, just fucking trip out. Yes, I am.
boy. I really hope you fail the intelligence check when you guys try to use that amulet.
What amulet?
plane shift.
The one we were just talking
What you
about?
were just looking at.
You make an Arcana check. If you fail the Arcana check, roll a d100 and show up somewhere.
On that plane?
No.
Oh, just on a plane.
There's a table.
I need to.
You have a
I don't see a
60%.
table.
I have it.
What the fuck?
You don't need it.
Don't worry about it.
I like tables.
Why
It's a
would-
D100 plane. There's a 60% chance you show up on the plane you meant to go to. The other 40% are not where
On
you
a
wanted to go.
failure, you and each creature and objects within 15 feet of you travel to the plane. Travel to a random destination. Roll a D100. 160. 1 to 60. Travel to a random location on the plane you named. On a 61 to 100, you travel to a randomly determined plane of existence. Yeah, that could just be death. That
I mean,
could just be
yeah.
death.
Yeah, definitely.
Or maybe we go to like the Bahamas.
That's one of my favorite.
Out of all of the planes of existence in the planar wheel, like
One of
three
them is the Bahamas.
are somewhat good, and like one is the Bahamas.
You have the Bahamas in the hammock.
Yeah, we got one of the
Yeah, we can still go to the Bahamas.
You're right.
You right.
It's been so long I couldn't remember if that was this campaign.
It was.
The hammock.
So,
The hammock is not here right now.
Why don't we?
that
use
is all it does, too. You'll come back right where you left.
Why do we not use that to try to sleep when we're here?
Well, we can, bro. Why not? Fuck's the hammock. Who's got the fucking hammock?
Who has the hammock?
It's like I remembered I had a fucking awesome tool.
I've never had the hammock.
I was like, I thought.
That
Asash
sounds
had the
very-
hammock.
I thought he had the hammock.
Yeah, that's a very
I
Batuk
don't
item.
have hammock on my shoe.
If we didn't have a hammock, oh no!
Somebody has the hammock.
There's,
I definitely don't.
is
Not
it
my
able to
notes.
go into a bag of holding? Because that's probably where it would have went.
It's extra dimensional, so no.
I probably
We
would have
lost
had
the
it.
hammock.
No, we definitely have the hammock.
It's not if it table rule, baby. If it's not in the notes, it's not there.
That like several years too. Like that was a really cool hammock.
Yeah, it's like. Yeah, because it's like, you get
Yeah. I don't
Where did we get it from?
like 500 days.
I don't remember.
Fucking-
Divided by the number of people.
Did we buy it at the Costco?
I feel like we found a hammock. I don't think we bought it.
You might have bought it from the Crazy Wizard Man.
That's what I was
That
gonna
does
say.
sound like an Agris.
I was gonna say that sounds like some goofy ass item that would come from.
I don't remember
the guy
where
in
you got it.
Storywood.
Simply don't.
I have Crystal Spell Shard book, weird cigarette, weird hammock, scone of
Weird hammock.
Weird hammock.
Weird hammock!
Guys, I don't have it. I'm looking at the list
time
right
out,
here.
time
It
out.
says weird hammock.
This is the point where my notes come back to bite me.
That's
It
amazing.
says, if you see my notes, it's like, here's my inventory, this is also my inventory, here's some more inventory and notes, and then spell copying.
I have weird hammock.
I don't have it. All I have is weird cigarette, weird hammock.
It doesn't even have its own bullet point. It's
Did
just
you-
weird
You just
hammock.
moved on.
When you read it, did you realize it like immediately and were like, I'm just gonna keep going? Or were you like
I just
3
missed
words
it.
down
No,
and you were like,
seriously,
oh shit?
I just fucking missed it.
I
just missed it. You read this shit and tell me if you didn't read it the first time.
I said like 3 months ago that your fucking character sheet is a nightmare, and you're like, it works for me.
Not my character sheet, my notes. My character sheet is fine. My notes are not.
You're like, they work for me. I know where everything is.
My character sheet is a normal fucking
Crystal
character sheet.
shard, weird hammock, weird cigarette,
Black.
Don't know what that means.
It's a black one. It's got the black on it. It's like the black banded cigarette, and then it's like one's smoke, one's fire, one's healing.
Yeah, yeah.
It's the cigarettes from the cigars or whatever.
Yeah.
Remember that
His
at all.
version or whatever. He said it was a black cigarette, and it's smoke. I can see through it too. You can't. Ha!
Ah!
It's always behind my ear.
You just have it rolled up in your sleeve like a,
One cigarette.
It's
like
a single cigarette.
greaser from the 50s.
Now I'm just gonna pull out a white monster and crack. Can my cigarette be a Newport? Please.
I mean, I don't see why
It's
not.
one Newport in a box.
It's a Lucy.
I don't see why not.
It's flipped upside down.
So-
It's the lucky one.
You had previously properly navigated using the star map before last session before the frog fight. You are not very far away from the plane of Karasupra, and you do in fact travel through one of the many. So I will say that the port. You're looking at the map. You're looking at the portal. The portal's actually just like quite possibly the most terrifying cave that you could possibly see. It's like we really should not go in here. It's like about yay wide. Like all of you are having to scrunch into it to go into it. Like the not you got it in my head, so you're welcome for and thanks for that. The fucking Vietnam tunnels that they had to go through so they can get to whatever's over there.
Yep.
Yeah, you have to crawl through those claustrophobia machines for like a minute before you feel more and more cold as you're continuing out, and you do come out of a tunnel, and it is night, and it is cold. It feels like, we'll say about 40 degrees outside. The ground is not frosty, though it is a bog, and it's slushy, almost like a smoothie machine consistency on the ground of the bog, rather than ice or regular water mixed with dirt. If you have proficiency in nature, you can roll it for that.
I do.
Very handy paladin
18.
skill.
18. This, even here, is not normal. This is not natural. This you can see in this area of this chunk of this plain, right? The natural landscape would be like a swampy, marshy type area.
Mm-hmm.
You can feel the heat above you that would ordinarily be on the ground here as well, keeping all of this like damp area pressed down, so to speak, and like really muggy. It feels like the air that would have been like the mist that would make up this swampland is instead part of like it froze and ended up on the ground and is now like part of the slurry. Above you there is a cloud of like a fog layer, but it is 50 to 60 feet into the air, where you would expect it to cover from the ground up as the heat comes off of the ground. There is water. It's not all melted. The water is colder than the air outside, and you're very confident that also the moss and the fungi and the things that are growing here, if it were this cold in this region, none of it would be alive. And if it stays this cold in this region, all of it will die. Some of it already has, but most of it, you can tell, is still like if it warmed up later, it would recover. But if it persists like this, all of this will die.
That's new. It shouldn't be like that.
No.
But it do.
But why?
I'm gonna cast Third Eye. Wait, hold on.
Sure.
Is this a
These
place where
guys
I
does
can't
not
see if I
die.
don't have dark vision? Eternal night.
You should have waited. to
But there's
shove
stars in
that
the
so
sky
you
and
could
the moon in the
shove it
sky.
Your
You should've waited to
your
shove
vision is
that in so
limited.
you could shove it into it.
It's not like I think I would say
I've
like
always
you can
gotten
see like
another
maybe
show
40
for
feet.
badness.
You always
Maybe,
got another
we'll
one?
say 60. We'll say 60. You can see 60 feet outward.
Okay, I won't do that.
Especially now because it's a zombie.
Yeah, it's like, who cares if you shove someone who's dead? They're dead.
Kind of, yeah.
Desecrate the corpse. That's Felix's model.
It's more like make him a corpse and then give him a proper funeral. But yeah, I guess. For him, that would be desecration at this point. Yeah? What?
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know. See, I don't know. It's nighttime.
Mm-hmm.
It is
Do I-
nighttime.
Do I hear anything
I mean, yeah, you
like
hear all that
coming
shit
from,
screaming.
like noticing our presence and rushing in our direction?
So-
Just you?
If I had the skill,
No,
I'd spell
but-
deafen.
Loudly
I'd
and
deafen you right now.
loudly and closer than you'd like it to be, you do hear the howling of a pack of wolves or dogs or some sort of hound
We passed about Trace
that
and
are
fucking epic right now.
that are definitely nearby. You also are very well aware that it is absolutely a sound of, like, get here so we can hunt, or I found something so we can hunt. It is definitely a signal, and it is closer, definitely closer than you'd like it to be. If you were to make a guess, you can make a perception check, you as well. The DC is very high to try to figure out, with the echoing, how far away this thing is screaming into the night sky. But
Okay.
And this would be a sound-based
the
perception.
DC is 27.
27.
16.
Wow!
13, 20,
No.
What's 16 plus
Higher.
13? 29?
Now, we are in the Beastland, so it does make sense. But it is no more than 300 feet away from you. And there are two of them that you can hear howling in
32.
Uh,
32.
howling together. Both of them, the howls sound like a normal wolf howl, but are just louder by a lot.
Yeah.
So it does throw you off, and you think that they're closer, but you're really sure. You're like, if they were that close, where I'm hearing them that loud, I would see them too. They're not that close. You can't see them, but they're at most on the other side of some tree line and within 200 to 300 feet of you.
I start grabbing the stuff off the ground, like the weird swamp-like stuff on the ground, and just start coating myself in it.
Okay.
Not doing that.
Smell us.
I can still smell you.
It's not fucking predator. It's P-Vision.
I rolled a 32. I can smell colors.
Felix can still smell her home cooking or his home cooking.
You can smell thoughts.
Yeah.
It's just, you just can read a mind.
It is possible to avoid this combat.
Uh-huh.
I will need a series of checks from you all
Sure.
to attempt to avoid. So they are aware of your presence. They are now trying to bring the pack together to find you all.
I would love to not fight wolves right now.
You can do any sort of check you would like, but you have to convince me as to why that is a skill that you can make. I need 5 successes before I have 5 failures.
Ooh. I like that. That's fun.
And I will let you know. So you tell me what you want to
That's
do,
fine.
and then the associated skill you want to try to use
What Boy
to-
Scout skill can I use?
to try to get away from
Mhm.
this pack. They are I will also give you, with the like 30 something perception check just now. They are the ones that howled. You can hear like sloshing of the paws in the
Mhm.
water because you're fucking Daredevil right now, and they are essentially just kind of trailing you, trying to stay roughly closer until whatever hunting pack they have is coming.
Mhm.
Don't want to help arrive.
I rolled a stealth.
Okay, I will definitely
What?
take stealth.
24.
Check now. Don't let the help
24.
arrive.
No, no.
So-
I don't want to fight.
24 is one success.
Okay.
How
We
are
just
you
don't
going
want to
about
arrive.
helping everyone stealth through
Fair
the
point, that's fair point.
the forest? Oh,
That's your answer to everything.
What do you say?
I will
Except
give you
that
half a success
With
then.
the
What'd you say?
underwater
Damn.
god.
'Cause if they find
that's
them,
true.
they
yeah,
find
they'll find
you.
me too. Yeah.
So I think it's in Zadius' own
Yeah.
best
Yeah,
interest to
I
be
guess
like,
it's not really
quit
fair.
making all the fucking noise. Like, so Zadius, give
Kind of
roll-
like I'll like
Not the roll.
follow me
It
to
wasn't.
stay like don't hit any
I like
branches,
to
don't
not
hit any
dead.
leaves, something that'll make noise. Like if you walk with me, I'll be
Okay.
quiet.
Sure, I will accept that.
Kill a god.
And are you simply trying to go away from where the howl was? Also, that's a different question, right? Are you just going away from the wolves that howled?
Yeah, we haven't.
Because we don't really know a way that we have to go.
Oh,
Right?
Not yet. You have the map, but you haven't assessed. You just popped out and kind of chatted for like 30 seconds, maybe.
Then I
and
would say away from the howls.
Okay.
Right? Yes. Does that everyone?
We
So
don't
I'm
know
stealthing
where we're going
away
yet.
from the wolf howls, and I am helping you by showing you where not to step to make noise.
Okay.
Question.
Yes.
That's one success.
So they obviously sense us
Five?
because they know
You
that
need
we're
five.
here.
Can I use a spell to help me?
Sorry, say that again.
They sense us.
Yeah,
Obviously.
yeah.
Can they smell us?
Presumably.
And we're in the nighttime?
Hmm?
Can they smell any? If I do like a survival check, could they smell me and turn away?
So if they successfully are smelling you scent of their prey, they're not going to turn away.
But
You
it's
can do a survival check.
I only
They are
question
not. They are not part of any part of your clan.
Can you
I
do like a
know.
change the wind type of thing? So the wind blows our scent.
Towards us, like away from us. So
I
Yeah,
do.
yeah,
I do
yeah.
have
downwind.
gust.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. You do what you want to do. I'm just saying that might be something you can do.
You
Or some
can
other
do a
druidy-
survival check. That is an acceptable check. It would not be to try to mask your scent.
No, it's not to mask it. It's for them to recognize it and they turn away because they either A, respect it or don't care.
I will give you a freebie. They don't know who you are even a little bit.
When a druid
This is an
turns
enti-
into something, can they talk like that thing?
Yeah, become a fucked up eel again.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can they talk like that thing? Yes. Can they talk in that form? No. So
Yes, yeah. Like, so if she turned into a wolf, could she be like, "Hey, wolves, this is another wolf. Back on up, wolf."
Sure.
Okay. May not work, but I mean that's a thing.
You also
Okay.
do know, I would say that like another wolf call is usually like I also know where they are.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you want to go that
Yeah.
route, but
I
You have to be very specific if your wolf call that it's, hey,
So I
let's
guess
skedaddle.
If they don't give a
this is the skedaddle wolf call. Whoa, whoa.
so if they don't give a fuck
This is
about
not suspicious.
us, yeah, I think gusting our scent somewhere else could work.
so okay. So I will allow
I don't know
for
what-
you can do a survival check.
But is it gust survival? Am I surviving the gust?
You will do a survival check. Gusting will allow you to even do it in the first place. I'm going to set this DC at 16.
Is
To
survival amped?
yes.
If you're proficient.
If you're proficient, it
Yeah.
is.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you get to add your proficiency bonus twice.
What's my
So take whatever your add is and then add another 4.
Russell Wilson
Oh.
just got
Just
fucking
4 or
murdered
D4?
on National
So
Television.
no,
That's
just
what it
plus
looked
4.
like.
So D20
Oh.
plus your survival
Damn.
plus 4.
He got hit. In that cold, that has to feel fucking
That shit.
terrible.
Is that a 9?
That's a 9.
Plus 9 is 18.
Right in
Plus
the
4.
ribs.
Okay, so you're
So I-
still
I
you
passed.
are
And
still
that's
good.
Miles Garrett.
You are still good. That is another pass. You have 2
Six,
passes.
seven,
So what you begin to do is you begin to gust. You don't want to gust it in a direction because there might be a wolf in those directions. You also definitely don't want to gust it downward because then it's like cementing your stench onto the ground so they can track it. So what you begin to do is as you're going, you basically have a fan up so that you're trying to lift away anything that you any trail that you might have. Instead of it being at the ground
But
level, it
It's
is
the group smell.
yeah, it's yes.
I thought you were saying just me. And I was like, no.
No. It counts as a pass for the group.
We're steaming.
Oh.
We're steaming.
We need 5 total successes before we need 5 total
Yeah.
failures.
So
Do you have
thinking-
something heavy
Okay.
that I could throw?
Probably.
Because I want to take something and I just want to
Fumble.
chuck it as
Caught it.
far as I can in just a direction to make noise somewhere else.
I have a breastplate.
I don't think I can throw that far enough.
I have a mace.
I maybe can throw that far enough.
It weighs like 5 pounds, I think. So that's,
Yeah, no, that's
good
like that.
throwing
That's
weight.
perfect.
I can't believe we didn't fumble that.
Okay,
That's wild.
sure.
Just imagine
I-
Farmer Dan taking
we're
a whole
way
breastplate,
overthinking this.
spinning around
I-
in circles.
I will allow that. The DC is high
Sure.
because
Yeah, I don't have any. I don't think I have
if you fail this,
I can
for
fly.
sure they're gonna
That's
find
just
you.
me.
Is why the DC is high, right? Well, not for sure. If you don't throw it to the right spot, if you don't throw it far enough, you're just making noise near yourselves.
Yeah.
So you can still do it. I'm just
Oh.
letting you know the DC is high.
I mean, this seems like a great idea to me.
I will also allow you to do either deception or athletics
I am
for either of those.
gonna firmly choose athletics.
Sure.
I also have
God.
minor illusion, which really isn't going to do anything. I can cast darkness around us.
It's already dark.
17.
Magic darkness.
17 is the first failure.
Fuck. Can I cast a spell to help my success?
You can. It depends on the spell and what it's doing. It may count for, depending on what you're doing and how you're doing it. It may count for a full success. It may count for a partial success. You might have to cast it more than once.
Augury.
What does that do?
I can sort of ask the results of a specific course of action, and you say either weal, woe, or for both good and bad.
What a crazy spell.
It's
What-
just like trying to.
What I will
Yeah.
allow is if you cast that spell, you will negate the next. You will negate the next failure.
Okay, and then I will guess I will.
It doesn't give you an auto success,
Mm-hmm.
but
no,
it
would
will.
negate the next
Yeah.
failure. I will then roll nature then. So is that what you're telling me to do? I cast a spell, spin the spell slot, and then I choose.
No,
something to roll.
I'm saying you can. So who? The
I
next.
get it, I get
the
it, I
next
get it.
check. If you fail,
Yeah.
no, you didn't because you saw like. Wait, no, we
Don't
actually
do that.
shouldn't do that.
Yeah, cool.
And
So-
it lasts for the casting time is a minute.
Mhm.
Do you want to
I
take a
thought it
minute
was
to do so?
instantaneous.
Casting
Oh,
time 1 minute
duration
or a
instantaneous. You're right, a minute.
So you would have to sit for a minute. Not the worst thing to do,
I think I
but
could do that because then it'd be like the last person, and I'd be like, wait a minute.
You could have stopped me from checking that mace.
could-
You're not gonna get
I
that
will
mace back.
say in the process of you throwing the mace, you're like, hey, Batuk, do you have the things? And he's like trying to give you stuff,
Sure.
and he's like, do you want to throw this? Do you want to throw that? You're casting the spell during that time,
Okay.
and then as you finish the spell casting, he hurls the mace, and you're like, yep, saw that coming. Shit. But
Negated.
no,
Next thing's
the-
negated.
like
Oh, fuck.
You were-
saw
you-
that one.
you missed it by this much. You were about to. You were like, wait, damn it, right? As the mace left his hand, you saw it, and then you're like, what the fuck? Now the next check that fails will instead just not count as a failure.
Yeah.
Can
All
I
right.
do perception to look at the path that Zadius is helping everybody along with stealth? Climb into the treetops and look over, and by climb I mean run up the side of the tree and like watch where Zadius is going and watch where the wolves are coming from, or hear where the wolves are coming from, and try to set up either barriers or slide down and move this tree trunk over here to block off the path or make it more cumbersome for them
Sure.
to get to us.
Yeah, I'll give you that. I'll give you at the very least. I'll give you a perception. The DC for this is high, but it'll be a 25.
The roll is low, so with all of my bonuses and whatnot, I have
You should give him
advantage if
your
it's based
11.
on sight.
I'm gonna say this one necessarily isn't
I don't know.
only because it's
Oh,
like
you gave me the thing that gives
it's-
the-
it's
the
not
perception.
necessarily-
You have another thing? I have another thing.
I would say this is less being able to spot the things, but more being able to like pick out which ones are correct.
Gotcha.
Are your bonuses good?
They are, but they're not 25 on a 2 good.
I'm not 25 on a 2 good? Oh, well, fuck. I was going to give you an 11, but whatever.
So. Yeah,
Oh,
9
does
plus
it-
13.
Is it 11
13
to a
won't
25
pass,
good?
but this is not a failure because of your spell.
Yeah, an 11 wouldn't have worked anyway.
So one of the
Only
items
one
that you
sword.
one of the items that you went to select, he had seen and it's like, actually, if you put that there, they're gonna find us faster. So
My
How-
bones, my cards, I don't even know what I fucking use.
How far away
Breadsticks
can
were
you-
like, yo, don't.
What's the distance you can cast Fireball at?
108, so I don't know. Not far.
150
not,
feet.
Not as far as you're thinking. I could catapult something.
Well, no, are we like? I know you described it, but is it like foresty?
it's
Catapulting
it's swamp.
is basically like my idea with the mace.
It is
but
it is a bog
magically
that
executed.
instead
No, straight line up
is
to 90 feet.
is like slushy on the ground instead of
So, like, are there
Straight
trees
line,
though, like
90 feet.
that connect, kind of like the bayou,
Yeah,
kind of
they are.
looking? So, like,
it's
if a fire started above the above the ground, would a fire be bad?
no, I actually don't think so because
Okay.
it's pretty sparse in terms of like trees themselves. Like there are a number of trees, of course,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
like
but not like
it's-
enough to be.
it's
like
like tree, it's a series of trees, cluster of water, series of trees, a
Okay.
bunch of mud and like what would have ordinarily been moss and fungus, things like that. So
okay. I was gonna say start a big old fat fire and then just move.
You could still do that.
Do that
Just
bonfire.
Just make the rolls, boys and girls, ladies.
It's like I'm out of ideas.
Already
I had
rolled.
one idea and I did mine.
we've had a total of 4 ideas for 6 people.
Yo,
How many
I
successes?
need 5 successes.
And we've had
1.
2.
Two successes, 2 failures, but 1 was negated. So we have 1 failure and 2 successes.
Yeah, I've got the dice tracker.
Oh,
right
sorry.
here. Yeah, you're good.
Can multiple people
You can do that
use
too.
the
Can
same
I
skill?
try-
Yes,
So
but the
you
DC
survive.
does climb.
Can
So
I
you need-
bring? Would my bringing my familiar still not work?
Correct.
Okay.
Your
It's
familiar
just the whole
still-
plane. It's not like
it
the
is
area.
the plane
Okay.
took your familiar from you because it is a bestial being that when it got here, it was like, why the fuck am I listening to this guy? And just left.
Yeah.
peace
Yeah.
down.
Sick.
yo, that's rad as fuck.
Now, when you go back to the material plane or another plane,
Yeah.
no problems.
Okay.
Won't even remember that it did it.
Does anyone have like blind sight or any of those type
I
of
can-
things that could see in like magical darkness?
I can see
everything.
invisibility.
Nope.
I can see a magical
What
darkness.
do you have?
Everything?
Would that
Can you
work?
see why kids love Sinto's crown?
I can see a
Can
magical
they
darkness.
work?
So like if what I'm asking, like if I cast darkness around us, so we're all in a magical darkness.
Does it move
Oh
with
no,
us?
I can't see through that.
Yeah, no.
If I put it on me,
I can.
I can hear and perceive everything through it, but I can't
you
see.
can't see through it. Because my familiar had the blind sight, so I don't. So that would have worked. Maybe that would have maybe helped us. They would have seen like a giant, black blob of darkness, but they might not have went after it. I don't know. No giant fire.
Yeah, like we just used the hammock and waited them out.
You can make an ice storm.
Honestly, not the worst idea.
Yeah, but then the.
I mean, we could
the-
try at least your stealth rolls. I mean, would that still
yeah,
work?
no, you don't want that.
Well, not yours, maybe, but like, we could have a chance at like 3 or 4 successes there. We only need 3.
Sure.
You need 3 more.
Send it.
Right.
The DC
Would their individual stealth rolls help hit those successes?
if they pass.
If right.
So the DC was previously 20. It does climb by 3 each time the skill is reused.
Okay. All right.
Cool. I need
Just
a nat
different
20 to still fail. And also, I'm rolling at disadvantage.
I can try to roll.
Nailed it.
I thought your armor was light.
There is.
Yeah, no, I got the last stand armor now.
Ah, right.
Could I do survival to try to gather up like plants or things that the wolves would like to eat, so they might kind of get stopped along the way?
Hey, can we
Or-
become mist?
Things that would
No.
Remember
A god
last
will come.
time?
A not god will come down and yell at
Yes.
us.
So you can
Not
definitely
God,
try
gods aren't
to.
You're right, Cloud Man.
It's like baiting
It,
them. So we
it
set some bait
basically
and I'm
says
like,
you can try to. Yes, you can make a survival check. The DC for this is now 23 because it has been previously used
I have
once.
way more than that.
Okay.
Plus 13, 30.
Okay. Okay.
Trying to think how
Uh,
medicine could work in this. Cyber medicine.
Could I
So
do-
animal handling does say calm or train an animal or get an animal to behave in a certain way.
Don't
That is quite literally what it says as an example use.
I got negative for that.
Yeah, it's like I would have
not
a
proficient, but I'm a
clean
plus
minus
5.
5.
Sure. On which one?
Animal handling.
You can definitely make that a check, right?
Or could I do an insight? Has it been used?
It has not.
So the problem with insight is it says discern a person's mood and intentions, and I think the intention is clear, right? They're trying to eat you. They're trying to find you to eat you.
But
So-
can I check their intentions now that I have used Gust? Have their minds been changed? And he chucked something.
The man did chuck something.
The DC
Poorly.
is gonna be 30.
No!
Yeah.
Insight has not been used.
Right.
Insight.
I mean, that's.
I just don't know how the skill does anything for you. In the same way that if you're like, can I get a religion check? I fucking guess. You can pray if you want to. I don't know.
No. What was it?
Could I persuade them to not eat us?
Yes, but how are you doing so?
I have no idea.
In the same way that, like, I would have allowed a thing that you threw to be a deception check.
Throw him a note. Says,
I
"Please don't."
really don't want to burn a 4th level spell slot to
Wrap
avoid
it around
fucking
Rick.
wolves.
Chuck it.
What are you?
What
if I
burn
just,
we
like-
fight them?
Yeet a piece of food over there. It's like, here's a peace offering.
I mean, at least I know that I could blight something and get some
That's a good one.
satisfaction out of it.
What do we have?
Instead of just looking at my crystal ball
Yeah,
and
what
be
do
like,
we
hey,
have?
divination, maybe we
Do we
don't
have
do
any of
this
the
fuckery.
alligator left?
No.
Or the fish?
Oh, the fish. Didn't we
Divination, what
eat
does
the
it
fish
do?
because we were all starving?
Imagine-
to
I'm
death?
pretty sure we ate the fish. We ate the whole fish.
Yeah.
Damn you, Gerbine.
No,
He took that little scrap, and that little scrap would have been perfect!
you guys are so hungry.
we really
Damn
are.
you, Gerbine. We could have killed Gerbine. We could have fed him Gerbine.
Listen, I like Jermaine. Leave him alone.
I like life a lot more.
You're
Than
dead.
Jermaine.
Shut up.
I mean,
Wait,
that's
what
not
was
nice.
animal handling? What did it say?
We could feed him Zadius.
You can do
He's-
animal
Yeah,
handling.
we
He's
could.
dead.
Zadius,
You can do
give me
animal
like an
handling.
arm.
I'm dead.
But I was
I
almost
should feed
thinking
him
of
someone
doing,
alive,
like,
like Felix.
No, you don't want
No,
live.
you're dead meat.
That's fucked up.
Right? Who eats
In the
dead meat?
distance, I'm
Everybody.
making some
No.
leaves.
Do you ever eat live
So
meat?
they think there's an animal over there.
Yeah, well,
Right,
that's,
but, like,
that's the wrong person to ask.
Rotten.
That would be a deception check. Definitely
Felix
can do
bigger,
it.
Too.
Are you rotten? Are you rotten?
You can also
I don't know.
still
Efficient,
do.
so
It's
wait.
been a
Well,
day.
I mean,
So-
you smell.
You
like,
can
your
also
s-
still make
your
a.
perception is fully-
That's true. If
You
anyone
smell
would know,
like
it'd be you,
is he
not me.
rotting?
So
That's such a good
in the
question.
same way that you can make an intimidation check where you just sound like the bigger, badder thing in the forest, you can also instead make an animal handling
did not
check
come
and
with a
make a
rule book.
noise
This is
that
not
they are
Beetlejuice.
not interested
I
in
do not
going to
know.
fight, right? They are not interested in trying to go hunt, right? That you can do. You
I'm
can
down for that.
and for if you are going to make a noise out into the night, it can be performance, animal handling, persuasion. Persuasion is probably just a higher DC, right? You could do intimidation. All of those skills are things that you could do to try to
Try persuade.
scream something at them that they are no longer interested in pursuing, or think about twice before they go towards it.
Can I good day it? No, never mind.
I have thaumaturgy.
You
could
can.
boom
I'm almost
a voice.
positive you can for
I
skill
can good
checks.
day you?
I think so.
Oh, use thaumaturgy to make me louder as I try to intimidate them with a
Yeah.
That would work.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So what
With the-
what
well-
role is this?
I would like to make it persuasion.
So
Back-
persuasion is a higher DC than deception, or well, you I think would either be intimidation or persuasion.
Sure.
Persuasion is going to be a higher DC.
Is it going to be higher by more
20
than 4?
versus 25.
Okay, then I will do it.
If I did it, would be deception.
Because deception is trying to mislead them. This is, I'm here, leave me the fuck alone.
Gotcha.
Right? And the reason intimidation is 5 whole things lower is there's plenty of creatures that may be bigger than these wolves that they don't want to fuck with.
Sure. Does the thaumaturgy give me advantage? 'Cause
It
I'm
does.
Loud as fuck.
It does. I will
You're
give you
thaumaturged.
advantage for it.
Hell yeah.
You've got a minute.
Literally the whole
Or 3
point of-
times. You can use it 3 times, is what it says.
He's gonna go, hoo, hoo, hoo.
And then I can good day it?
I will confirm that really quick.
I don't think you need to. That's a dirty 20. Which I think you said was
That
DC.
is
Oh,
the
well,
DC.
we're good. So we're at 4?
4 successes, 1 failure. Now the DCs are higher.
Alright, if
We're
you can
at
good
one
day it-
failure. Just come on.
If you
Yeah.
can good day it, I'll give it a stealth check try.
Alright. What do you want to do?
Let me make sure before
So
you.
it's
make the
23 right now? Because it's
No,
only the
it's-
second one.
decision. Is it okay?
Well, I don't know what
Well-
you started at, so I
Stealth started at 25.
Oh,
You
no,
rolled a
'cause I
you rolled a
failed it.
27.
I think I rolled a 24.
Okay. I will give you the pass because I don't remember what you rolled,
Okay.
and I meant to have it at. I think you're right, but I meant to have had it at 25.
Okay.
Yes.
Hmm?
Attack, check, or save. So
Okay,
it's
so
a
you,
check.
so let's do this. Can you use one for the stealth check so that we're in all fairness? And then you could still good day his because it's a different skill check.
I wasn't
it-
gonna go day his.
If you need to, you can still can.
I would for.
For
You
Zadius.
need to for
Yeah,
me to
yeah,
make it
yeah.
fair.
Yeah, right now it's actually supposed to. So
It
stealth.
would have been. It should have been a fail. For
Stealth should. I'm sorry. Yeah. So stealth should have started at 25, and it
Oh,
should have been a
sorry.
failure. So my bad. I thought you said 27. So I'll leave the
Maybe I
dice.
did.
Mark one good
Yeah.
day. You
I
can
think
still
it was
do it for other skill checks. Also,
I'm saying I don't think I should try to stop it because
can
I-
you?
I
It'll
only
be
have
What is
28.
what is your normal? What is your normal
needed that
good
20.
day? Like how much is it?
It's
D8,
D6.
D6. Here it's 2D6.
We
D20
can try it.
2d6.
Let's give it a shot.
Do you have to? Don't say the result yet. Do you have to know whether or not they fail before you good or bad day them?
Jesus,
No.
dude.
I think it
Okay.
doesn't
He can
matter.
have 4d6. It wouldn't matter.
Shit.
Is it a 1? All right.
All right, that's a. So
That
wait,
is-
is
That
this
is
the one-
2 failures.
Okay, because we had one that we blocked already.
Yes.
No,
Block
I'm
it.
saying that is 2 failures. In the same way that a natural 20 would have been 2
Oh, gotcha.
failures. So you're now at 3.
Cool.
But we had blocked one already, so we
You
should have
would
been,
have been
at
at
4.
4.
But now we're at 3. I got you. That's what I would. That's what
Yeah,
I would.
yeah.
I got you.
100%.
Could I use survival? Maybe survival.
It
My
has
thought
been-
is survival.
It has been used twice?
Twice.
Once?
Twice.
Twice.
She used it and then I
So the DC is 26.
Has
But I can
nature
good day
been
it.
used?
I have no nature.
Nature has not been used.
It's like I don't think anybody else has nature.
No.
I mean-
I'm a
Nature has not been used.
It's like
I
I'm trying to
have-
figure out
The
how
DC
you
is
nature.
22 for
Okay.
nature, but I do need you to let me know.
I'm
what
more
you're doing.
likely to hit that higher DC with the survival is the thing.
Yeah.
Because I have a plus 17 to survival and a negative 1 to nature. So it's different.
And if that's a negative one,
Oh
that's
well,
probably
she
really
could.
a
She
negative
could help with a
5.
good day. If you're plus
Possibly.
17,
Okay,
then
so
2d6.
here's my survival thought. If survival works, to try to like help cover our trail, could I find either like a source of water or some kind of
Ooh, like wash
plant
away.
that could help cover our scent?
Yeah, definitely allow that.
Okay.
I will say what you can do. What you're looking for here is for a survival check still, right?
That's
The
what
DC
my,
is still.
my hope.
What did I say? 27.
Yes.
And what you're looking to do is look for a patch of this water that has not fully become this slush that still might have some of the like sediment on top, so that when you go through it, it's like kind of coating you.
Yeah. Something to hide us a little better. Okay, here goes one of them. Too bad Atosh isn't here with his 11.
Can I good day it?
Hey,
don't
no
say-
problems.
Oh, okay. Never
Fuck,
So
I don't
you
know math,
you
though.
technically do have to use it prior to knowing the roll because it says when somebody within 30 feet of you is about to make a test, you can use your reaction to do it. So technically, you have to do it before the results of the roll.
You're welcome to if you want.
It's my last one.
You only get a certain number.
Yeah,
I don't worry about it.
Really fine.
I got a
Probably.
36.
36. That's what's
I
up.
rolled a 19.
So amazing. So you did get the 5 before it, before the failures, right? So
had a 48.
you
I could have.
you no 2d6.
2,000.
36 plus 12 is.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said like 4 d8s, and I'm like,
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
No.
I was like, no, you cannot have 4 d8s. No,
No.
it's already broken.
My
It
good day?
is, dude.
My good day?
2d6 is absurd. Bards at 20th level have a d12.
I see no issues.
There is no issues. It's here specifically. So, you manage to not have to meet Borthak, whose fang you have.
Oh.
That is
Okay,
yay
yeah.
big.
He would not have liked seeing that.
Probably
Or maybe he
not.
would have. Maybe we could have talked our way out of this.
You
I don't think
Put it
so.
back in his mouth, do some quick
nah.
field dentistry.
I don't know. I'm pretty
It's like
deceptive.
bashy.
I will just go ahead and spoil. He is a CR15 wolf with legendary actions and noxious regurgitation,
Ooh.
and it would have just been
But
a
can
whole
he be
good time.
stunned?
Maybe.
Is
He
a
wasn't
plant?
alone.
Do you plan?
Can be stunned. But has a +6 to his con, so it would have been a +11 con save.
Yeah.
So
It
he's
would have taken a while.
he's a
Yeah.
he's a beefy boy.
How many windows does he have?
I came up with other.
It's a cycle.
You said that I did come up with other phrases that your curse would associate with, and like. He said that Windows thing, and I was like, well, another way to interpret it is the claim is forfeit as smashed glass needs no frame. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's metal as fuck.
Thanks. Made it up. So that will end the session as we evade the wolf encounter. Darn, I was looking forward to Borthak and his wolf homies.
Not today.
The wolf homies probably not that impactful. I think they were like CR 4, but had pack tactics and can
Yeah.
Yeah,
Could do
wolves
some
can still
shit.
fuck you up.
Prone and pack tactics, advantage.
They
yeah.
if they do some stuff, they will do some stuff for sure. So that will end tonight's session, as you are now in Karasuthra and have evaded the wolf encounter. On your way over to
Hell yeah.
trying to find where the stars are not on the map but are in the sky. Thanks. Those are the ones.
Sweet ass.